Are you tired of feeling like your health goals are constantly taking a backseat to life's demands? Do you find yourself struggling to stay on track no matter how hard you try? If you're nodding your head, then this episode is for you. Today, I'm diving into the real life challenges of balancing health with a busy lifestyle, and we're not holding back. I'm addressing your most pressing questions, from how to set realistic goals when your schedule is packed to what to do when unexpected events throw you off course. But here's the thing. This episode isn't just about identifying the problems. It's about finding real, actionable solutions that work for you. So if you're ready to finally take control of your health journey and create lasting, meaningful change, then you won't want to miss this episode. So let's get started. Welcome to Total Health in Midlife, the podcast for women embracing the pivotal transformation from the daily grind to the dawn of a new chapter. I'm Elizabeth, your host and fellow traveler on this journey. As a life and health coach, I am intimately familiar with the changes and challenges we face during this stage. Shifting careers, changing relationships, our new bodies, and redefined goals and needs as we start to look to the future and ask, what do I want? In this podcast, we'll explore physical, mental, and emotional wellness, offering insights and strategies to achieve optimal health through these transformative years. Yes, it's totally possible. Join me in this amazing journey of body, mind, and spirit, where we're not just improving our health, but transforming our entire lives. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Total Health in Midlife podcast. I am your host, Elizabeth Sherman, and I just want to thank you for tuning in today. Your messages on social media are amazing, and they play such an important role in helping me to build content that matters for you. This is especially true today because I am answering your questions. Now, in episode 175, I taught the framework deciding ahead of time. I shared how the power of getting detailed in your planning can help you to get consistent and follow through on your health habits. The response was incredible from that episode, and it became really clear to me that so many of you are grappling with the challenges of balancing your health goals with the demands of everyday life. Today's episode is extra special because I'm diving into the questions that I received specifically about that episode. So I get it. Life is hectic, and it can feel like your best laid plans are constantly being derailed by unexpected events, work commitments, and family obligations. It can be really frustrating, and it can leave you feeling like you're always playing catch up when it comes to your health. But here's the thing. You're not alone, and there are strategies that you can use to navigate these challenges and stay on track with your goals. So today, I'm going to tackle some of the most universal questions that I got. We'll explore how to set realistic health goals, how to make adjustments when life throws you curveballs, and how to build self-trust and confidence that you need to follow through on your commitments. So whether you're struggling to find time for exercise, battling constant disruptions to your meal plan, or simply feeling overwhelmed by the demands of everyday life, hopefully today's episode will help you. All right, so our first question is from Julie. She asks, how do I balance setting realistic health goals with my busy schedule? I often find that unexpected events disrupt my plans. Thank you for this fantastic question, Julie. Setting realistic health goals is crucial for long-term success, and it's a challenge that so many of us face when life gets hectic. Julie, your question hits at the core of what so many of us struggle with when it comes to our health goals. It's easy to feel like we're not doing enough and that we're failing as our role of parent, partner, employee, or friend. But I want to challenge that notion and offer a fresh perspective. First and foremost, we need to start celebrating our wins. I know this is probably coming from thin air, but no matter how small they might seem, we need to celebrate. Our brains are wired to focus on the negative, and they constantly tell us how we're falling short. But by intentionally acknowledging our successes, we can start to train our brains to recognize the progress that we're making instead of our failures. So maybe your win today is that you didn't eat the entire brownie. or that you felt satisfied after dinner instead of being overly full. Now, these are actually victories and they're worth celebrating because they contribute to the bigger picture of your health journey. Second, I think it's crucial to understand that optimal health looks different at different stages in our lives. In episode 178, What Does It Mean to Achieve Optimal Health? I explored how our capacity for health shifts based on our circumstances. The reality is that your health today, with all the demands on your time and energy, will look different than it did before you had kids or when you eventually retire. Optimal health isn't a one-size-fits-all destination, but rather it's a personal journey that adapts to your unique constraints and your responsibilities. So, how do you set realistic goals given the context of your life? Start by acknowledging the challenges that you face and ask yourself, what can I do? So instead of focusing on the things that feel out of reach, celebrate the small steps that you can take to prioritize your well-being. Maybe it's taking a 10-minute walk during your lunch break or prepping healthy snacks for the week ahead. These actions may seem minor, but they add up over time and they contribute to the foundation of your health. Setting realistic goals is about making meaningful, impactful changes within your actual capacity. It's not about having it all figured out or being perfect. It's about embracing a more compassionate, personal view of health that honors your unique journey. So, keep celebrating those wins no matter how small, and trust that every single step that you make is bringing you closer to the health and energy that you deserve in your life. Okay, so the next question comes from Sarah, who's asking, can you give examples of how to adjust my health plans when life throws curveballs, like family emergencies or sudden changes in work schedule? Sarah, I totally feel you. Life has a way of throwing unexpected challenges our way, and it can feel so incredibly frustrating when our carefully crafted plan gets completely thrown out the window. But here's the thing. Adaptability and flexibility is incredibly important. It's not about having the perfect plan, but about learning to adjust and prioritize your health even when things get difficult. So in episodes numbers 45 and 153, I talk about the concept of bare minimums. The idea that when life gets hectic, we can focus on a few key behaviors that help us to maintain our health without adding extra stress. It's about asking yourself, again, what can I do? Instead of getting caught up in the things that you feel like you're supposed to be doing. Let's say that you had a family emergency that threw your whole week off course. Instead of abandoning your health goals altogether, consider what small actions you can take to prioritize self-care. Maybe it's taking a few deep breaths between tasks, drinking more water, or squeezing in a stretching session before bed. These may seem like minor things, but they send a powerful message to your brain that your health still matters, even when life is chaotic around you. And the same is true for sudden changes in your work schedule. If you find yourself working late and unable to make your usual gym class, we want to look for opportunities to integrate movement into your day in other ways. Can you take a quick walk during your lunch break, or do some desk stretches, or have a mini dance party in your living room? The key is to be flexible and creative and finding ways to adapt your health plans to your current circumstances. It's also important to remember that progress isn't always linear. There will be days when you can't stick to your ideal plan, and that's totally okay. The goal isn't perfection, but rather consistency. By focusing on a few key behaviors and being kind to yourself when life gets messy, you will be better equipped to navigate challenges and maintain healthy habits that matter most to you. So the next time life gets in the way, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what can I do? Choose a few simple, achievable actions that support your health and trust that every small step counts. Remember, your health journey is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's about showing up for yourself consistently, even when the path gets rocky. The third question comes in from Lila. I hope I'm saying that right. Lila, who asks me, how can I build self-trust and confidence in my ability to follow through on my health commitments? Okay, Lila, this is such an important question, and it gets to the heart of what holds many of us back when it comes to our health goals. Building self-trust and confidence is a journey, and it starts with the way that we talk to ourselves and the stories that we tell about our experiences. Now, in episode 168, titled Evaluating Our Mistakes, I explored how our setbacks can actually be a powerful opportunity for growth and learning. When we approach our missteps with curiosity instead of judgment, we open the door to deeper understanding of ourselves and what we need to succeed. So, let's say that you had a week where you didn't stick to your workout plan as consistently as you had hoped. Instead of beating yourself up or labeling yourself as a failure, we want to take a step back and ask, what did I learn from this experience? What got in the way of me following through? And how can I adjust my approach next time? Maybe you realize that you need to set more realistic expectations for yourself, given your current schedule and energy levels. Or maybe you discover that you need a more supportive environment or accountability system to stay on track. Now, these insights are gold because they help you to create a plan that works for you, not against you. As you start to make these adjustments and you see yourself following through on your commitments, your self-trust will begin to grow. Celebrate those small victories, like showing up for a workout even when you didn't feel like it, or choosing a really healthy meal when you were tempted to grab something less healthy. These moments are proof that you can trust yourself to make choices that align with your goals and values. And when setbacks do happen, because I promise you they will, remember to approach them with self-compassion. Speak to yourself like you would your best friend, with kindness and understanding. Recognize that stumbles are normal and they're part of the journey, and then use them as opportunities to learn and refine your approach. Over time, as you continue to show up for yourself and make choices that honor your health and well-being, your self-trust will deepen. You'll start to see yourself as someone who's capable of following through, even when things get tough. And that confidence will spill over into other areas of your life, empowering you to take on new challenges and pursue your dreams with greater resilience and self-assurance. So, keep celebrating those small wins, Leela, and remember that every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. Trust that you have everything that you need within you to create a healthy, energetic life that you deserve. And your self-trust is a muscle. And every time you choose to believe in yourself and your ability to follow through, you make it stronger. Okay, the fourth question comes from Maria, who asks, how can I make planning ahead a habit, especially when I'm not naturally inclined to organize and plan? This is actually so common. And Maria, I hear you. Planning ahead can feel daunting, especially if it doesn't come naturally to you, if you don't identify as a planner. But here's the thing. Developing a habit of planning is one of the most powerful ways to reduce stress and increase your likelihood of following through on your health commitments. When we take the time to plan, we're essentially creating a roadmap for our future selves. We're taking the guesswork out of what we need to do and when we need to do it, which frees up mental space and energy for other things. How can you start incorporating planning into your daily routine, even if it feels a little bit uncomfortable at first? So start small. Set aside just 10 or 15 minutes at the beginning of each week to look at your schedule and identify pockets of time where you can fit in your health stuff. Maybe you block off 30 minutes for a workout on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings, or you dedicate Sunday afternoons to meal prepping for the week ahead. As you start to see the benefits of those small planning sessions, like feeling more prepared and less stressed, you can gradually increase the amount of time you spend planning. So you might start looking ahead into the next month or quarter, setting larger goals and breaking them down into smaller, achievable steps. Another helpful strategy is to create a visual reminder of your plans. Now, this could be as simple as jotting down your workouts in your planner or setting reminders on your phone. When we can see our plans in front of us, we're more likely to follow through. My calendar is a must. It's also important to remember that planning doesn't have to be perfect. Life is always going to throw curveballs our way, and there will be times when we need to adjust our plans. That's totally okay. The goal isn't to stick to a rigid schedule, but rather to create a flexible framework that helps us prioritize our health and our well-being. As you start to make planning a habit, you'll likely start to notice a shift in how you approach your health goals. Instead of feeling overwhelmed or reactive, you'll feel more proactive and in control. You'll have a clearer sense of what you need to do to stay on track, and you'll be better equipped to navigate challenges and setbacks. So start small and trust that every single bit of planning counts. Celebrate the progress that you make, and remember that developing a habit of planning is a process. And with time and practice, it'll start to feel more natural and automatic. And as you experience the benefits like reduced stress, increased productivity, and a greater sense of control over your health, you will be motivated to keep going. Those were all really amazing questions. Thank you all for writing in. As we've explored throughout the episode, navigating the challenges of balancing health goals with busy schedules is no easy feat. It requires a certain set of skills that for many of us don't come naturally. We might find ourselves struggling with self-sabotage, feeling like we're just not good at sticking to a plan, or convincing ourselves that we're simply just someone who likes to wing it when it comes to our health. But here's the truth. Winging your health is not a strategy. It will never lead to the results that you want, no matter how much you wish that it would. If you're serious about creating lasting, meaningful change in your health and well-being, you need a plan. And more importantly, you need the skills to create realistic plans, identify potential obstacles, and develop contingency strategies that will work for you. This is where coaching can be an absolute game changer. As a coach, my role is to walk beside you on your health journey, helping you identify what's getting in your way and developing strategies to overcome those barriers. Together, we can work on building the skills that you need to set yourself up for success, create plans that fit your unique lifestyle and circumstances, and navigate challenges with confidence and resilience. Perhaps most importantly, coaching can help you get to the root of why you're struggling to prioritize your health. It's not just about the logistics of meal planning or finding time for workouts. It's about understanding the deeper emotional and psychological factors that are influencing your choices and behaviors. And through coaching, we can explore these underlying issues and develop strategies to address them head on, so that you can create lasting and sustainable change. If you're ready to break free from the cycle of self-sabotage and start building the skills that you need to achieve your health goals, I want to invite you to take the first step today. Schedule an I know what to do, I'm just not doing it strategy call with me at elizabethsherman.com/call. And together we can identify what's been holding you back and develop a personalized plan to help move you forward with clarity, confidence, and ease. You don't have to do this alone. And with the right support and guidance, you can develop the skills and mindset that you need to create the healthy, vibrant life that you deserve. Don't wait another day to start prioritizing your health and well-being. Schedule your call now, and let's start working together to make your goals a reality. As I wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with one final thought. Your health is your responsibility. No one else can do the work for you. And no one else will experience the consequences of neglecting your well-being more than you will. I know that can feel like a heavy truth, but it's also a really empowering one. Because when you take ownership of your health journey, you put yourself in the driver's seat. You have the power to make choices that align with your goals and values, to seek out the support and resources that you need, and to create a life that feels authentic and fulfilling to you. But I also know that taking responsibility for your health isn't always easy. There will be obstacles and setbacks along the way, and there may be times when you feel like giving up. And that's why I'm here to remind you that you don't have to do this alone. Whether it's working with a coach, joining a supportive community, or simply reaching out to a trusted friend or family member, there are people and resources available to help you navigate the challenges and celebrate your successes. The key is to be proactive in seeking out the support that you need, and remember that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. As you move forward from today's episode, I encourage you to take one small step towards prioritizing your health today, whether it's scheduling that strategy call, taking a few minutes to plan your meals for the week, or simply taking a breath and reminding yourself that you're worthy of self-care. Every action counts. You have the power to create the life and health that you want. It won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. So keep showing up for yourself. Keep seeking out the support that you need, and trust that every step you take is bringing you closer to the energetic, fulfilling life that you deserve. Okay, so to wrap up, today I discussed the importance of setting realistic health goals, adjusting our plans when life gets in the way, and building self-trust and confidence, and developing a habit of planning ahead. To all of the amazing women who wrote in with questions, Julie, Sarah, Lila, and Maria, thank you so much for your vulnerability and for sharing your experiences with my community. Your questions are a reminder that we are all in this together and that no one has it all figured out. As you move forward from today's episode, I encourage you to take some time to reflect on your current health goals and consider what small steps you can take to create a more realistic, sustainable plan. Remember, progress over perfection, and every action counts. If you have a question or a topic that you'd like me to address on a future episode, please don't hesitate to reach out. Your questions and insights are what make this podcast so incredibly valuable, and I'm always eager to learn from your experiences. So thank you for tuning in today and for being part of my incredible community. Until next time, that's all I have for you today. Have an amazing week, everyone. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in today. Now, if you enjoy the podcast and are ready to take the next step in addressing your health concerns, I would love to invite you to schedule an I Know What to Do, I'm Just Not Doing It strategy call. In this 60-minute session, we will explore what's holding you back and create a personalized action plan. You will gain clarity, support, and practical steps to move you forward. Visit elizabethsherman.com/call to book your call now. You can transform your health, and I would love to be there to help.